Hey guys, welcome to CALLOUS Fight Night. We've got defending champion SEA, Super Epic Ampharos, defending his title for now the second time. This is his third week in a row playing, this time against challenger Alucs. We have two pretty standard leads here in a Metagross and a Salamence respectively, both of which are dangerous to each other. Depending on the set, either one could potentially kill the other one. CB Earthquake, CB Mash, whatever it may be. It's a scary matchup. Ments will almost always be faster here, but like I said, depending on the set, it can kind of go either way. They're probably just waiting for me because this is how it goes every time, but I'm here, I'm ready. They can go when they're ready to. We're going to need a better system, I think, to... I try to tell guys, just get to the battle, wait 30 seconds, and just go. Just play. I hate having to cut every video to go back into the chat and be like, all right, guys, go ahead, go ahead. They can make their move anytime, just waiting. Interrupts the flow of my narration when I tell you guys about the turn one situation, but then they don't do anything. Killing me. So letting them know they can go. There we go. Alright, we have a Switch Jirachi and a Mash respectively. That is going to be pretty good damage. That might actually be a Bander. And the Rachi does, of course, have lefties, as basically all of them do. I would almost certainly stay in here if I'm SEA. What I would do, hard to say without knowing the set, but Body Slam is definitely a possibility here. Fire Punch. I mean, if it happens to be a weird set, something like Dynamic Punch or something, you could fish for that here. If you think something like a T-Tar might come in, you could go for like an HP Grass if you think that you're going to catch like a Pert or a Tar. If he does have Body Slam, that's like a generically safe thing to do. Just go for the 60% para on anything. But he doubles back to Scarm, which works out well. It's a good play. But unfortunately, Alucs has a Magneton. Does not one-hit KO it, however. And there's the Roar. So that makes it a little bit interesting. As long as this isn't a Pursuit Tar, which it may or may not be. We haven't seen anything. As long as it's not a Pursuit Tar, the Scarm can get away here. I mean, I was going to say safely in air quotes. I mean, it's in the red. It took a ton of damage. I'm not sure what he went for there. Maybe he went for spikes, but he's going to let the Scarm go. And now he's going to double back to Swampert. Notice that the T-Tar does not have lefties. Might be looking at a Bander, might be looking at some kind of Pinch Berry, could be Lum. There's Hydro Pump, which was obviously aimed at the Tar. Celebi comes in for a Lux, Leech Seed, fine. And HP Bug. How about that surprise move? Hidden Power Bug coming down from the Swampert. I don't blame Alucs for not playing around that. Who would? That is a wild set that basically doesn't exist. Hydro Pump HP Bug. But in best of one, surprise value is awesome. It wins games, and that was huge. I mean, he just took out the Celebi for virtually nothing. So that's a perfect example of the upside of busting out unusual things. Once that's known, if that were a popular thing, would that be the optimal set? Probably not. Is that something you're going to get to 1650 ladder with? Probably not. But can it win you a best of one almost on the spot? Does it have really high upside in a best of one? It sure does, and we just saw what it can do. Celebi dies to, basically nothing. It got a Leech Seed off. Gyra critically is going to avoid the Body Slam para here. That was a 60-40 chance favoring SEA that he would get it, but he doesn't. However, an over prediction from Alucs as the follow-up. He would have killed the Jirachi there with the Earthquake, but he decided to go with the Hidden Power instead. He thought maybe Salamence was coming in, which is what he's playing around, but the outplay, I guess, or just the overthink by Alucs, depending on how you want to look at it. But it's going to result in basically just a trade via this follow-up with the T-Tower as opposed to what could have been a clear Gyarados advantage. So it leaves us in a 4-4, still with unrevealed. 2 for SEA, 1 for Alucs. Salamence here against a T-Tower that is possibly locked on Earthquake. Here's Magneton, and that's going to eat a Brick Break not very well. 64% should be outsped and killed here pretty easily, but no. Salic Berry here is going to turn things around. Magneton is now faster, but the burning question is, can it do anything to the Swampert? Here's T-Tar to eat the Thunderbolt just in case there's an HP Grass. So there's SEA playing around the prediction, and it does have HP Grass, which will connect but not be enough. Fire Blast with the knockout. So we've got a fairly close one here. The Swampert is, I believe, healthy. Yeah, 88. But the Salamence is at about half. You can see the T-Tar is a bit banged up. Metagross healthy for Alucs. And the T-Tar, yeah, 76% is plenty, but he doesn't have lefties, of course, and there is the spike down. It's close, but, I mean, Alux is flat out down a Pokemon here. No way around that. Well, not anymore. Now it's a tie. And last poke revealed for SEA is Zapdos. Still no last poke revealed for Alux, but probably going to see it sooner rather than later, unless this is a boom, which it is not. It is a Meteor Mash. I'm kind of surprised he didn't boom there. I feel like if I were Alux, I would have, but he sees it differently. Maybe he was playing around something like a Protect or a Substitute. So here's T-Tar on the follow-up. Nothing really wants to switch into T-Tar here. I mean, the Swampert certainly can. Certainly, if it's going to be Rock Slide, then Swampert is obviously a way better bet than the Salamence and the Zapdos that both are weak to it. It is Lumberry, not Choice Band, and there's DD, which is one of the reasons a move like Thunder Wave there is really dangerous. Now this Tar is a big threat. Zapdos goes down, and now the Swampert is going to have to get the job done here. He's going to have to hope the T-Tar doesn't have something like that, like HP Grass. That is very threatening. Swampert very low now. The last poke, if it is a physical sweeper like this Salamence, could clean it up here. Mixed Ments would get it done as well here. If he has HP Grass and Dragon Claw, that would easily kill the pokes on the other side. Now, granted, if it is a Mixed Ments, is the Ments for Lux faster than the Ments for SEA? That is yet to be determined. This I don't know about. Oh, it's a bulky DD Ments. It makes sense. He knows he's going to live the Ice Beam. That actually should be the game right here, right now, then. There's Intimidate, and there's Hidden Power. That's going to be just short. Interesting. I thought he would kill there. So now maybe SEA wins again, because you just stay in if you're SEA, you attack, which forces a Lux to also attack, and then Swampert comes in, and I believe a critical hit is going to be necessary here. There's no way he kills the Swampert from 54%, so a Lux is going to need either a Rock Slide, Flinch, or a crit. Gets neither, and Ice Beam going to finish it off, but that was definitely one of the closer Fight Night matches that we've seen. I can't help but wonder if that were a Mixed Ments, would that have gotten the job done there? It would have depended on who's faster between the two Salamences, but it makes sense that it was a physical Ments when it's paired with the Magneton. That checks out to me. Like I said, that was quite close. That could have gone either way. But SEA is going to remain our champion and defend his title yet again. He'll be back for a 4th week in a row. He's got a nice little streak going on. We just have to figure out who he's going to be defending the title against. Let's see. What's our pool looking like here? 1 through 73 is what we're looking at. Whose turn is it going to be? Not going to explain it. You guys know the deal. Let's get this drawing going on. Number 26. Who is that? Mushi Musha, who's been in the Challenger pool forever, finally gets his shot at it next week. So it's going to be Mushi Musha against SEA next week. Don't want to miss that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys there.